Hey everybody, I hope everybody's doing great today. I'm glad you found us. My name is Vicki Nolan Fitch and I'm the author of Dementia with Grace, a new positive way of dealing with behaviors in people with dementia. But today I'm reviewing somebody else's book. The name of the book is Dancing with Elephants, and I cannot remember the author's name. I'm so sorry, and I didn't write it down. I will link it down below. But the author is suffering from Huntington's disease, and so it is written from his point of view and how he has decided to dance with the elephants. The elephants, to him, are all of the obstacles that come up in his way. Huntington's is a genetic disease. It causes extra pyramidal, I can't say that word, but it causes a lot of movement, and that's the dancing that he calls it. And he has tried to learn to make peace with it. I have my own chronic illness, as you know. I have temporal lobe epilepsy, and I, in my own way, have to make peace with that. I'm 11 years in, and I have seizures every week. And so I have to make my own peace with it. And, you know, I was looking for more books because I've read so many on dementia, but I was looking for some more books like that. And this mentioned dementia, although he doesn't talk a lot about dementia itself in the book. He talks a lot about chronic illnesses and how the person with the chronic illness lives with the disease, and good strategies to try to face the disease, not as an enemy, but to find peace in the suffering, to find joy even in the suffering. And I think it's a very good read. I will be ordering it. I ordered it on my Kindle, and that's why I don't have a copy to show you today. But I will be ordering a paperback because I enjoyed it so much, and I want to make lots of notes. I underlined, you can underline on a Kindle, and I highlighted lots of passages. But I want to have it in my hands. I want to be able to underline some of those passages, especially about the passages considering joy and suffering like like two sides of the same coin, and I absolutely believe that. I live in deep joy. It is a part of my makeup. I tell you, I was knit together with a belly full of joy, and I have leaned on that so many times in my journey of my chronic illness of the temporal lobe epilepsy, and I encourage you to read more and more books about how the person, and I'll link some more down below, how the person is living with their disease. I think it's informative as caregivers of people with dementia that we understand both sides of the coin, that we understand the joy and the suffering, that we understand in ourselves the joy and the suffering that can exist, and learn to, one of the things I think probably the most important thing that I got out of the book is the concept of deep listening, and the way that listening deeply to another person when they are suffering helps ease their suffering. And I know that to be true, but I had never put it into words exactly the way that he has in this book, and I found it to be tremendously helpful. So I want to encourage you to either read this book or some other books that I list, or maybe all of the books. You know, you can usually get them on a Kindle deal. You can get a book for $2 or $3, and it's there. It lives in your phone, and you can refer back to it as you go down through the journey. But I think it's informative to understand the journey from the point of view of the person that has the disease. And, obviously dig a little deeper in your journey and how this is affecting you. He writes poetry, and there's some of the poems included in the book. But I think it's important that you make your own journal, that you keep your own journal. It can be a fact-finding journal. It can be, what did Daddy eat today? How much does Daddy weigh today? Any kind of descriptive term like that. But it can also be a way for you to keep a journal of your feelings that surround the disease, surround your journey, surround the process. I think it's good. I enjoy books, and I enjoy reading about other people's experience through their life. I enjoyed this book from the mindfulness approach of it, you know, that he sits with his pain. He tries to experience everything fully. He had a party, you know, when he was diagnosed, because he felt like we need to celebrate this next chapter of my life that I'm going to be going through. So he had all of his good friends. He created a circle of support, which I think is phenomenal. Just lots of really good takeaways from this book. Some of it is a little bit, you know, what I call belly button book, where it's very introspective and very, you know, self-centered and self-focused, but that's okay, because it teaches you that you can also have moments of your day like that, where you're very turned into self and you are very compassionate towards yourself, whether you're a caregiver or whether you are the person with dementia. So I found it very valuable, and I enjoyed it, so I wanted to share it with y'all. Okay. That's it. Hey, and listen, I have new lights. What do y'all think? I like them. I would show them to you, but they're on the other side of this camera, so you can't really see them. But give me a comment down below. Give me a like or a love. Give me some likes or loves down in the comments. And subscribe and share. Share this with somebody who needs to know. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we do educational videos about dementia. We're in the middle of our ABCs of dementia FAQs, and we're answering all kinds of questions. So it's a little bit here and there. It's all kinds of things. I have lots of videos on behavior, on paranoia, on hallucinations, all the psychosis that can come along with dementia. And I also just have some good caregiver videos about how to take care of yourself. There's about 40 videos on Facebook, on YouTube now. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm doing a review of either a book, a product, a service, an agency, something like that. Today was the book review, and I'll put a link down below to this book. And if you have anything that you would like for me to review, or you think that our audience needs to know about, please leave it below and let me review it. I would love, if there is something that's helping you on your journey, I would love to share it with others, okay? All right, very good. All right, I will see y'all then tomorrow. I love y'all. Bye. Mwah.